Hi everyone, it's Amanda, and this is my second process video. Well, the first one. No, this is my second one that actually got recorded. If you remember the first one, I thought I recorded and got all the way through, and I hadn't. So I'm just going through. I have these two photos of. It's my husband and his graduation, actually 6 years ago. One is of him, and one is of me and him, and I'm matting it on that gray striped paper. Again, this is a Cocoa Daisy April kit called Forecast, and I'm angling the second one just slightly behind the first so that the one of just him is the main focal point, but there's also the one of the two of us together. And then I'm cutting it off. I thought about trimming it down a little bit more to where it wasn't a square map, but then I just decided to leave it like it was. So I'm matting that in the top, or I'm adhering that to the top left corner. And I grabbed some of the notebook ledger paper that came in the kit, and I cut it down so that it didn't go all the way across. I like having that little bit of a border. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm actually laying in bed right now as I'm doing this voiceover. My husband's gone running, and my feet are kind of swollen, so I'm doing this in the bed. So I'm going through the cut apart sheets, and I'm trying to find something that I think I like. And there is a small card, and I can't remember what it says. I'll see it in just a second and remember. Oh, happy, fun, blissful memories. And I thought that was perfect, and the green matched really well. So I'm just playing around, trying to figure out where I want to put it. I thought about over there on the side, and then I decided I didn't really like that. So now I'm going through my stash and trying to find some things. That's from a either an Amy Tangerine or a Dear Lizzie sticker book. I'm not entirely sure. And then this is that those stickers come in the kit, but I don't end up using them. I find another piece of paper from the kit, and I decide to layer that onto the side. And I use that sticker up there. I end up leaving it there, but I'm using it kind of to hold down my main photos without having to adhere them down just yet. So I'm kind of just adhering everything down at an angle. I'm not doing straight lines really. And that blue crisscross pattern goes all the way across. It's 12 inches. So I'm inking the edges of that green card, and I like it right there in the middle. So I'm just putting some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on the back. Those are my favorite because they're not too high. Some of them can be so bulky, and I don't like those, so I tend to use these whenever I use them. Going back through my little case. These are just some other embellishments from my stash, trying to find some things that might work. Pulling out things that I like. I do end up using some of those Snap collection, like the little tabs and things. So, just still trying to figure it out. I found this great label sticker out of one of those books, and it says details, and then there's a who, what, when, where. I think that's it, but I thought that would be perfect to fill in. I find a little tab to go up at the top, and I play around with that up there quite a bit actually, trying to figure out exactly what I want. And then I started to notice the ribbon in the embellishments. I'm pulling out some washi that I might want to use. There's a green arrow, a like a lacy brown one, and then a blue striped, and I end up going with the green arrow print. I just wrap it around. I found a little circle label to go behind that. Another little thing to go up there. And you'll see me, I'm really trying to get that sticker with the boy and the girls. It's like a silhouette of a boy and a girl. And I'm trying to get it to stick down, and the dimensionals just aren't working, and I'm just having a hard time. So here's where I grab that fabric from the kit, or the ribbon from the kit, and I like the looped look, but I can't figure out exactly what I want to do. So I figure I'll put it up at the top and I'll staple it down, and I really liked how that looked. But then it made the sticker pop up really bad and the tab wouldn't stick. So I ended up just grabbing my ordinary office stapler because I actually don't have the tiny attacher. I don't know, I've never really wanted to get it. I'm sure if I did I would love it. But I just grabbed my regular desk stapler and I staple it down, and I was much happier with that. So I found that die cut from the kit. I think it's the last one. It was Here and Now. Um, and I decided to make my cluster of 3 in the diagonal across the page, just to I didn't like all the blank space down at the bottom, so that worked out much better. Starting the title, and it says the title is You Are Scholar, and it's just a funny phrase that we have. I know grammatically it doesn't make sense, and but it's kind of one of those inside jokes. Moving it around because I didn't space it out good enough. That's one of the things that I love about scrapbooking is what you put or what you use as your title and your journaling doesn't have to make sense to everyone else as long as it makes sense to you. So I'm going because the other color that comes in the kit for alphas is like an orangish yellow color, and it would have clashed awful. So I actually went to my stash and I had these wood grain alphas or wood grain thickers, and the brown matched um, just some of the other brown elements that I had. So I grabbed those and I am spelling out scholar. Those to the side. I haven't stapled that down up on the top yet, but I will. And then I'm just going through one of my little containers that I keep some die cuts and stuff in because I knew I had some brown labels and I find them. They're from an old Studio Calico kit that I got. I think it was Studio Calico, I'm pretty sure. And the brown was a perfect match. There's a lot of green in this layout, and I don't typically do green. I'm adding some more ribbon. I don't know why, but green just isn't one of my favorite colors. It's not my go-to color. I wouldn't say that I hate it, but when I'm thinking of doing a layout or painting a wall or dressing, into clothes, I never pick green. It's not the color that I revert to. But for some reason, this one turned out to be very green. So I'm trimming off the excess there. And then I'm playing around with what I want to do over here. And I knew that I needed to add that ribbon somewhere, so I do the same thing. I tuck it in. Maybe I did staple that up there already. I don't remember. And then I stick that little label down. I'm looking at it now. I'm going to start my journaling. I'm filling out that detail sticker. Telling when, May 2006, and where at our school. And then I'm just journaling about how proud we were of him that day and how he had the whole world at his fingertips and he could do whatever he wanted. He already had a job lined up, but he could make a name for himself. And he has. He's worked really hard. That is one thing that you'll probably very rarely see me do is type my journaling. It's just not something that I do at this point in my life. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm usually scrapping before my husband gets home with my daughter, or when she's taking a nap, or when I feel like it would be okay for me to get 30 minutes away or so. And so most of my pages are done in less than an hour, like less than 45 minutes. I think this one took 39 minutes. So I'm just adding some enamel dots. Just playing around, adding a few more little embellishments here and there, a few more pieces of washi tape. And that's where I leave it. So just some close up, and I'll stick some pictures at the end. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later. Bye.